It's time for the NFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Arizona. It's the...
To head down to New Orleans for Super Bowl 58. It's NFC Championship time. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Now wasting no time, Corral going to the air. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Chase Young just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now, the number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. 3rd and long. Corral. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted number 1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll work down inside the 45.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. That's going to be caught downfield by McLaurin. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. The drive keeps moving.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Cardinals have struck first in this NFC title game. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning into points on their side. So now you get a team working together, and you get the crowd involved fully on their side in this ballgame.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Mista1daful13 coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. Now after the sack, you got Corral and the Panthers here staring at a tough play, 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Chase Young. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And the next-gen stat's going to show that sack carried out in just 2.5 seconds from beginning to end. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Murray, he bootlegs it. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the big return had them fired up, but in the end, the offense stalls out. They only muster 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
So after the made field goal, 10-0 here early as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. 1st and 10 for the Panthers as Corral gets him set at their 25-yard line. Here's Corral on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score. A fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. They go over the middle and it's complete to start the drive. 17-0 our score after 1. Panther football to start quarter number 2. A good gain on 1st has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Play action, Corral. That pass complete to Moore. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 27 yards there, a 1st down. 1st down, here's Corral with it. Under a heavy rush, push, and down he goes. Chase Young make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. To try again after the sack. Corral buying time. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Corral lost it. The ball is out, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different in that position. But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
On play action, it's Murray. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the play that polished it off was the touchdown run by Kyler Murray. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And the Panthers coming out now. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Corral. And he will find his man on the outside. And this is good for a first down. His 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Mista1daful13 able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because The entire game, he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a 24-0 lead already in hand, really no reason to try to do anything too crazy here.
Murray now on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Murray going to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
Holding offense.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. He connected on his first, this from 41. Carlson able to put this one through. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now.
So more of the same here, CD. Not a touchdown, but 3 more points added on to their lead.
Yeah, it's been a total domination here in this first half. Offensively, defensively, even the special teams have chipped in as he connects on the field goal. It may be a little bit premature, but I think the only thing we're worried about dominating now, the post-game meal.
So we've reached halftime here. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the 2nd half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So here's the Cardinals offense. Set to start this 3rd quarter. And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it. Why? You don't ever have to change routine. Everything's familiar going into the game. It makes things easier, and that has paid off for them in a big way in this contest. Sometimes it's hard to believe, but There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Barkley. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Barkley again. And he is in for 6. Touchdown Cardinals. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a Saquon. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the 2nd half. Here's Corral on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And Corral will throw it. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chase Young, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And take it right on the 30. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
A huge play there for Arizona. 45 yards. Well, hello. I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll get that out to the flat to White. Touchdown, Cardinals! Zamir White from 13 yards out. And the Cards are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like the Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play. Multiple plays that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Steps away, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. 1-daful13 bringing the pressure yet again. That's his third sack here tonight.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Third and long. Here's Corral. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. Fourth down. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead, it works opposite.
On second down, here's Barkley. And this is going to double their room to maneuver, able to get it from the 5 to the 10-yard line. The Cardinals on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw now, here's Love. Got a man, it's Chase, he completes it. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it. And it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First down, here's White. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Play fake. Here's Love. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Ready. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Here's Love. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Boy, another big play late here for offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. He wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
53 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space. But there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. On play action. Love to throw. Rolling to his right. Out route looking for McLaurin. He's got him. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now Love. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
This one fielded at the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense, but frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory, moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Hallis.